Sagittarius, High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut. You know this. Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Therapy with Rex. I hope you had an amazing week last week, and I'm excited to see what's going on for you this week. The Empress. Time to nurture yourself. How did my cards get upside down? Okay. Hierophant. Be open to receiving those messages because they're being given to you. Source is always giving you a download on what to do next. You just have to be open to receiving it. All right, let's see what's going on with you, Sagittarius. You're in control and you have the strength. You got this. Let's see if they want to come out again. All right, Sag. Trust yourself, Sag. You got this. You know what's right and what's wrong. More self-assurance, right? The Eight of Swords. The Hermit. The Eight of Pentacles. There's that Strength card. Six of Cups. Temperance. Three of Wands. Nine of Swords. The Star. Yay, 10 of Cups. Get out of your head, Sag. You've got this. Okay, so in your current energy, you have the Ace of Swords. You are in your head about something, and you are making mountains out of molehills. You are feeling all these fear-based energies, right? I'm not good enough. I have anxiety. I have fear. What if? I'm playing this victim card. It's all about, you know, isolation and trapped and restricted and feeling powerless and victimized and paralyzed by this fear, right? It's this fear-based energy, and it has got you. It's got you. You feel terrible. You feel trapped. You just don't know what to do. But if you'll notice, it's all in her head. Like, it's in the mirror reflection, which says Swords is all about mental. But in reality, none of those things that she's feeling are actually happening. See, she has to change her perception about the ideas in order to feel differently about the situation. In your obstacles is the Hermit. So again, that's with the intuition and listening to yourself and going on that soul searching journey. You're having a hard time trusting yourself. You're not hearing. You feel like you can't hear Source, God, the universe, whatever you call it. You're not hearing, and you're like, why can't I get some clarity on this? And maybe you're not asking the right questions. And when you're in this anxiety and fear-based energy, it's hard to quiet your mind enough and trust yourself enough that the answers will come, because you're so consumed by this negative fear-based energy. You need to try and meditate and isolate and to hear the answers that you seek, because you have them. You absolutely have them. You just have to trust that they're there. In your best case scenario, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're looking for direction. You're like, if you just tell me which way to go and what to do to make this better, to make me feel better, I'll do it. I will work hard. I will master it. I just don't know which way to go. All I need is someone to tell me which way to go and what to do, right? Where's the book? And you are willing to be an expert. You're willing to dedicate yourself and master the subject. You're not seeing which way to go. And what you can use is your strength. You are strong. You will figure this out. Take some deep breaths. I recommend you start there. I feel out of breath doing this reading. So I would stop and I would immediately take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and let it out. And keep doing that. Do that for a minute. Try a minute. Slow down your thoughts so that you can actually hear something. When you're so in this And that's what I feel. I feel like it's so fast, so hard. Like, you're just so wired right now that you're having a hard time just even calming yourself down. What just passed is, so Six of Cups. Six of Cups is all about past energy, right? It's all about nostalgia or memories or healing. Or so I think something from the past came back, or maybe a wound from the past, or a memory from the past, or a person from the past, and it's kind of got this all started inside of you. Maybe it's time to deal with some past stuff, right? What's coming is Temperance. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself some time, and try to be calm and try to get a perspective and tranquility and be harmonious, and surround yourself with like-minded individuals. You need to take some time to just be and to calm down and quiet the noise and quiet your mind. That's, for me, that's like the biggest thing I'm getting is this mind thing. I'm losing my breath doing your reading. Your attitude is the Three of Wands. So yeah, you've been in harder situations than this, and you've picked yourself up and you've moved on. So the Three of Wands is, she knows there's greater waves coming, right? She's got her surfboard, she's waiting, and she's waiting for her wave to come in. She knows that there's better days ahead. She's had the foresight and the momentum and the confidence. She's grown enough. She's looking ahead. And she could probably lead some people on this journey. So I bet you that's you're like, I've mastered this before. Why is it so hard this time? Because with each level it gets harder, right? That's how life is. You're on a different level, and the fear and the anxiety and the stress and the past wounds, they're different for you now. What people think is the Nine of Swords, you need to get out of your head. Nine of Swords is all about, it's along with the Eight of Swords. It's like depression and despair and fear and anxiety and negativity. You could be having nightmares and you need a breakthrough. But again, you are in control of stopping all this. You need to believe in yourself and try to get to the root of what's causing all this fear-based anxiety. Get out of it. You can either live in fear or you can live in love. When you go fear, then you feed that, and that's where you're going to go. Or you can go to the love side of it all. Start by finding small things to be grateful for. Start by showing yourself mercy and grace and love. Start sending yourself healing energy. Start being more compassionate with yourself. And again, do things and surround yourself with things that make you happy, calm, secure. And if things are like triggering anxiety or fear, stay away from them, because they're not serving you at this time. And at one point, it's time to take control of your life and stop doing those things that aren't serving your greatest good, right? Because look what you have: hopes and fears, the Star, the universe, God, source, whatever you refer to it as, is supporting you and is on your side. And that's why you're going through this, by the way, because it's time for a level up. It's time for spiritual healing. It's time for renewal. It's time for serenity. And sometimes it hits us out of nowhere, right? We're like, life is good, I'm happy, things are great. And then all of a sudden something hits us and we're like, holy cow, I thought I dealt with this, and why is this coming back, and why am I feeling this way? And sometimes it's hard to shake. That's why I took a hiatus from reading, is because I went through something similar to this, and it came out of nowhere and I couldn't understand what was going on. And it took some time. Give yourself some time and some grace, and the healing will come if you do the right things, if you do the things that are conducive to healing and don't give into that fear-based energy. In your outcome, you have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is all about happiness and alignment and fulfillment, security, domestic harmony. Like life isn't perfect, but you have people that you can enjoy even the ups and downs perfectly with. All right, let's pull some more cards. Let's see if we can get some clarity on this. The Ace of Swords jumped out. Ace of Swords is all about victory. It's all about clarity and power and breakthrough, truth, new ideas. That's what I mean, is like by pulling yourself out of all that fear-based energy, not giving into it, you're going to get the breakthrough and the truth that you're looking for. Temperance, the Emperor, the Tower. Yep, just what I just said. It's about being a leader and being patient with yourself. Even though you're finding out the truth of something, you can choose what to do with it. You can choose to let it ruin you, or you can choose to let it like push you to the next level. All right, let's pull some more clarifiers and see what else we get. On the Eight of Swords, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. You have so much potential for happiness here. It's like you can go either way. Right now, you're just feeding this fear-based energy. The Nine of Pentacles is all about rewarded efforts and success and luxury and achievement and material security. It's about being happy mentally and physically and emotionally. It's like the ultimate fulfillment, right? She has everything. She has luxury and she has happiness and she has mental stimulation. Like, she has it all. In your obstacles, yeah. So you feel like you have a decision to make. The Two of Swords is all about being caught in the middle, or you need to choose one side. It's a difficult choice. It can be denial, feeling stuck in the middle. And that's what I feel like, is I feel like you're at a crossroad where you're like, I feel hopeless and despair and depressed, but I don't want to spiral down that. I've done that before. I don't want to do that. I want to go the other way, but you don't know how to pull yourself and revert. And I would say deep breaths, start there, deep breaths, and then try to find small things to be grateful for. Then you're going to switch your vibration to the love side, right? And then once you get to that side, I'm not saying that it's a perfect fix, but try it. Try to find small things to be grateful for. Try to take some deep breaths. The more you can find to be grateful for, the more you'll find yourself slipping away from that fear-based energy and into the love side. Then you'll be in the receiving mode for intuition and guidance and love and support, and life won't seem so daunting and you'll be able to move ahead. Best case scenario on the Eight of Pentacles is justice. Yeah, I want to know which way to go. I want to know how to get there, and I just want fair. I just want life to be fair, right? I think you're feeling like something happened to you that wasn't fair. Unfortunately, life isn't always like that, but I believe at the end of the day, we get what we put our energy into. So if you're going to put your energy into the negativity and the fear and the anxiety, then you're going to experience more of that. But if you can put your energy into the love side, gratitude and patience and love and loving yourself and showing yourself some grace and some compassion, then you'll get to experience the universe, God, life, source will give more of that back to you. It'll show you the steps in order to receive, or in order to get to where you want to go. What you can use on the Strength card is the King of Cups. Balance your emotions. Try to stay balanced and strong in your emotions. When those big feelings come up, try to understand where they're coming from and why they're coming. And you can do that simply by asking yourself, why? Why do I feel this way? Why is this making me feel this way? Why am I spilled the milk. Why am I getting so upset about spilled milk? Oh, because like when I was a kid, I spilled the milk and this happened to me, or whatever. It doesn't have to be that deep, but you have to just kind of get to why? Why am I feeling sad right now? And if you keep asking yourself the right questions and try to understand yourself instead of giving into those big feelings that you're having, with some strength and some time, you'll get the answers that you're seeking. What just passed on the Six of Cups is the Eight of Pentacles. Again, So you've already been doing a lot of work on yourself, especially when it pertains to your past. Maybe you've overcome some childhood traumas or some past abuse relationships or things in your past that weren't fabulous, right? And you've done a lot of work to overcome those. You're strong. You've done this before. But it's funny because we think we're fine, right? We think, oh my gosh, I've done so much work. I've come so far. Yes, you have. But it's not the end. It's not the end until it's the end, right? And you're not at the end. You're somewhere in the middle. You're somewhere still looking for your grounding. And once you pass this level, you know, the next level is going to be a little bit harder. And then the next level is going to be a little bit harder and a little bit harder, because it's pushing you up to the grandest, most perfect version of yourself. So with each level, it's going to get a little bit more complex, a little bit harder. But you've got this. You've done this before. You figured it out. Be patient with yourself. And with each truth, you do a little bit more work and you get a little bit better. What's coming on the Temperance? 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, yeah, it's about feeling burden or responsibility or stress or obligation or struggle or burning out. I get it. All this work can be exhausting. Take time to do things that, you know, don't pertain to this. When you're in this fear-based emotion, like you're actively in depression, or like you physically can't do anything, right? You're so consumed by this negativity, you can't like physically do anything. But if you can get past this point, take time. I'm not saying just do work. Take time to do things that you love. That'll also help you change your vibration into the positive instead of the negative. Invest in yourself. Invest in your health. Invest in your sleep. Invest in your nutrition. All those things are going to be depositing into your karmic justice. When you do things like on the fear-based side, that's taking away. You're withdrawing from your karmic justice. And right now, you just need to be depositing. Take time to do things that you love to do, regardless what it is. If it doesn't make you feel good, then don't do it. And if it does, do more of it. Your attitude on the 3 of Wands is the 5. Yeah, you are so sad. The 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is feeling like, so she's waiting for her, she's waiting for something better. She knows there's something better out there and she's waiting for it, but you have this poverty attitude. And with a poverty attitude, you can't receive anything. You're feeling insecure. You're feeling less than. You're feeling like, poor me, I've had this loss. You're keeping yourself isolated. I'm struggling. Maybe you lost your job and maybe you're having a hard time seeing past that. But you do know, deep down, you do know that there's something better for you and that you can do this because you've done this before. This isn't something that it's new to you, but you're just like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. I get to one achievement and then I get knocked down and now I got to start all over and I got to do it again and I don't want to do this because I get all of that. You're kind of having this internal struggle with like, I know I want and can do better, but I'm so exhausted from working so hard for everything. Everything just seems to can I just get a break here? Can I just get a break? And that's what it is. That's what you're saying. Can I just get a break? What people think on the Knight of Swords is the Star again. You have every reason. There's hope. There's inspiration. There's creativity. There's contentment. There's renewal and serenity. It's time for a spiritual healing. It's time for you to realign your purpose and understand exactly what it is that you want and why you want it. And let that why drive you. Why do you want this? Is it stronger than not wanting it? Because it usually is. And that's usually a good place to start with for your inspiration to keep going, to keep fighting. There are better days ahead. Your break is coming. I promise. You just need to stick in there and believe. Believe that Source, Universe, God has your back, because they do. This is all to make you a better version of yourself, to show you the truths that you don't want to see, because those truths are no longer serving you. Those are only meant to help you get better, because look at this, better days are ahead. Hopes and fears. I hope I can find. It's all of it is you are looking for something better. This woman and her son have decided to leave all that turmoil and all that baggage and all that stuff behind them. Stuff that didn't matter in the big scheme of things, and they've left it in hopes that they will find something new and better that will serve them. The waters are much calmer in front of them than they are behind them, if you'll see. And there's a giant castle on the horizon just waiting to embrace them for this new and better life. With each level, it gets harder, but the reward gets better as well. And if you're willing to just keep fighting and keep becoming better and better, you're only going to enjoy better rewards, right? The rewards get even better. And in your outcome on the 10 of Cups, we got the High Priest. Trust yourself. You know. The High Priest is all about intuition and unconscious inner voice and higher power and spirituality and a thirst for knowledge. You got this, and you're going to be so happy. You think I think you're afraid of what you're losing is greater than what you're gaining, but it's not. You are going to gain the best, most fulfilling life that you could possibly dream of. If you just stick in there, you got this. You can beat this boss. I know you can. All right, Sagittarius. Well, those are your messages this week. And until next week, tell your truth, find your voice, and sing your song. God bless.